Hello, welcome to Focus Power 11.3. This is total body power, and we're gonna jump right in there because you know at this point in phase 2, we just have a lot of stuff going on. So we're gonna start with our shoulder rolls going back. Now this is strength, total body, which means we're gonna be doing core. We're gonna be doing some upper and lower body, literally kind of tackling all of it in this workout, even our back, our shoulders, all the things. It's happening. 3, 2, 1, reverse. And now this is phase 2, so it's gonna be a little bit different than it was when we did this workout in phase 1, which I think we're at workout 5. So this is the level 2 to that. We're gonna bump it up, so we're gonna do 3 rounds, pacing it a little bit higher, a little bit faster, I should say. 3, 2, 1. Give me a trunk twist here on the right, dipping down. So I have a mat here because we're going to be doing some things on the ground. We have push-ups, plank shoulder taps. We're going to be doing things on our back. So if you want to grab a mat, you can press pause and then meet me back here. I also have a set of about light medium weights. 3, 2, 1, other side. So a little bit of squat, and then remember to lift up your heel here. So we're gonna be adding weights, not to a ton of moves, but we'll be doing some standing weighted. If you wanna take that option, we'll also be doing, I think, just one move on the ground. Actually, I think now that I'm talking it through, I might give you another weighted option. This is the dangers of me. I'm like, ooh, the wheels are already turning. 3, 2, one more. 1, give me your squat and hinge. So squat here, bent over, there we go. Pushing that back, getting into this motion, the form already of our squat, because we are gonna actually start with squats today, weighted. Again, if you wanna take that option, keep going. Feels really good. 3, 2, 1. Give me side lunge here. Oh yeah. I don't know. Every time we come into this, I'm always surprised. Because I'm always like, wow, I really needed that. Even if I've already done it today. My body can't get enough. My hamstrings need all the self-care. And I'm keeping both feet planted, even on the outsides of the foot, just making sure that they're not lifting up as I push my booty back and then come down to a comfortable level. Keep going. I'll get a little bit deeper in here, just because I can feel I can. It's a little bit of where I need to be. 3, 2, 1. Let me get the other side. Just even it out. Give me some hip openers here. There we go. Opening that up. Using your core to lift up your leg. Remember, activate that core, especially as we're coming down today in our push-up and our plank taps. So just be mindful. Is your core activated? You feel that strength through. Sometimes it takes like that. You can feel how those muscles just activate. For a long time, I was like, I don't know. Is my core activated? So it's like some of those imagery things really helped me. I'm like, okay, now I know the difference. 3, 2, 1. Just take a little bit of a jog in place. Again, not necessarily a cardio. This is gonna be a strength workout from beginning to end. You are gonna sweat. Your heart rate is gonna come up a bit, especially the pace that we take through some of these moves, but just wanna warm things up. Shake it out. Sure, shoulders are loose, even if you have to roll them a little bit more. Keep it going. Drive those arms. Good. Speed it up just a little bit more. And you can take it without lifting up the feet. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first move on the list is we're gonna do variation on our squats. I'm opting to bring in weights into this, and actually only one weight. It's like as I was about to do, I'm like, wait a second. So I'm taking one weight here, and we're going to do squat into a lateral leg lift, and we're gonna alternate that. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So bringing that back in the squat, lifting. Controlled. So if you have to slow down the pace, because then we're compounding this move, right? So, and we have the weight. So if you have to slow that down, do it, especially as we're transitioning through the alternating legs. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna lift up, pick up the other weight. Gonna come into lunge, front lunge, hammer, curl. You're gonna step right foot forward. I'm gonna take that stance into our lunge, hammer curl it forward, and then press back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm taking a slightly narrow step. Just yeah, it's where I need to be. And then pressing back through that. So I'm taking a narrow step that way. As I come down, I can keep my chest up, bend that back leg, curl it. That's just where I'm at today. So read where you need to be. I even have to step this out just a tad so my balance is there, alignment's there. We're gonna do this 2 more times. So it's okay to work through the form on this and really just feel stabilized. 3, 2, 1. Going into, I almost put this down. Oh my goodness. Coming into upright row with an extension. So we're here, then out. So we've done the upright row. Now we're adding this part. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Straight out. Range of motion might be different for you. Might be a smaller. We're all at different places. You're like, keep the shoulder out of your ears. Open that up. Again, slow and controlled. Bam. Up. Out. There we go. Make sure you have it locked out on your knees. Soft knees. 3, 2. Give me one more. One more. Because we're in phase 2. And down. So we're coming down to the ground. So me on the mat, on all fours. Make sure we get this in here. There we go. Awesome. Oh. So right here, before we even kind of get started, can we just take your hands on directly underneath your shoulders, right? And you have your fingers spread wide. I want you to just shift slowly side to side. Do just a couple of these. 3, 2, 1. Then with palms facing inward towards each other. Same position. Same thing, slightly side to side. We're really just warming up the wrists because we're going to be here. Just want to be mindful. Sometimes you don't take the time to warm up your wrists. You may have not even done anything where you've added pressure. 3, 2, 1. Last one. So we're going from here, facing towards each other to out. So fingers out away from each other. Same thing, side to side. Again, warming up gently the wrists and the shoulders. Now if you want to make little circles, clockwise, let me go clockwise. Like 2 rotations there, and then reverse and a counter. Okay, so we added a little bit of a stretch there just to get us warmed up. Again, it's always great to warm up, especially your wrists. coming into this. So regardless of if you're gonna do this on your knees or on your toes. So we're doing push-ups, 30 seconds. Here we go. So I'm gonna take the option on my knees. I'm right here over it, and you're coming down, shoulder, elbows in towards the body. Here we go. Down and press, pushing the earth away from you. Down and away. Leading with the chest, not the neck, not the chin. Pressing through, you got this. Take your pace. Strong in the core. 3, 2, 1. Yes. Come up just a little bit. Shake out your shoulders. We're going to come into our plank and do the shoulder tap. This first round, I'm going to do it on my knees. Be where you need to be. So we're here into our plank, and then alternating. Right hand taps the left shoulder. Left hand taps the right shoulder. We're in it. Making sure you're over the wrist. So instead of having your hands out far in front of you, bring it under. Bring your wrists under your shoulders. It might feel harder because you're having to support yourself even more with the core. Strong in the core. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. And we're meeting on our backs. Bringing one weight with you. Will that stay up? So coming down on our backs. I'm starting with my weight in my left hand. My right arm is just laying right beside me on the ground. Heels as close to the booty as I can get them. And I'm bringing this left arm up, slight bend in the elbow, and then I'm bringing it straight out to the side, hovering over the ground, and then pulling it in. Here we go. So this is a variation on a chest fly, where we're doing stationary. So taking it this way with one arm at a time, it's forcing us to use our core even more. Open that up. Bring it in. Both shoulders grounded into the ground. Grounded into the ground. Grounded into the earth. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Other side. Just because it helps us gauge, right? If you're doing this and then you find that your left shoulder's coming up, like you just to get to be mindful is both shoulders grounded, both hips grounded, right? Both feet. To keep that form, it takes core strength, but we are also working the chest and the shoulder. 3, 2, 1. I'm putting down this weight. We're coming into scissor kicks. So you have the option of taking your hands either behind your ears, lightly behind your ears, or on the ground. I'm gonna tuck mine underneath my booty. That's just comfortable. I kind of make like a triangle shape to just protect my lower back. So it's like right up above my booty. Then extending the legs, hovering them about 6 inches above the ground, and then we're gonna scissor it right here. If it's uncomfortable in your lower back, bring it up. Here we go. I gotta scooch back. I'm super close to that wall. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep going. I'm fixing my mic. You keep going. I'm watching the time, don't worry. Breathe. Feet going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're coming into single leg glute bridge. So you're going to, starting with our right leg, so I'm bringing the left foot close to my booty. Right leg up. You can extend it straight up or keep it bent. It's easier for me to have this bent foot. It's just where I need to be. I can kind of do this, but it's super uncomfortable for me, so I keep it bent. We're gonna press up through that left heel towards the sky. So if it's extended, heel towards the sky. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Up again, I'm keeping my leg bent. And there, pressing up and down. Up, up as far as you can, and down. Keep going. Keep going. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. I'm determined to fix this. Okay, got this. Got this. Okay, here we go. Other side and up. Pressing through the heel so the whole foot is planted, but really pressing through the heel. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. This is your water break. That was our first round. We made it. I may have lost my mic there for a second, but we weathered through that. Okay. 10 seconds. Start over at the top with our weighted squats. If you wanted to take the weights. There we go. Awesome. Here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Lift. Slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into lunge. Hammer curl. In. Explode back. Majority of the weight in that front foot. So you come down as low as you need to come down. Where is that step? Inbound. 3, 2, 1. Upright extension. Here we go. Up, out, down. Exhale as you bring that up. That's that strength through. Right, and we're not swinging our arms up, all controlled motion. Right? So instead of like a pendulum, slow and controlled. Ooh. Arms were shaking on that one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Down. On the ground, I'm leaving this here because we're going to need that for our chest fly. So we're coming into our push-ups. Meet me there. I'm like, I don't want to lose this again. It's like real life, working with technology. Let me say we keep it real. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down. Up. Again, you can take this on the toes, down, press up, or the knees. Breathe through that. Strong core, Strong through the chest, keep going. Come on, this is phase 2. I know I'm asking for a lot for 30 seconds, but you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, shake it out. Really quick. Into our plank. Into our shoulder tap. Here we go. 3, 2, and tap it out. Again, if you take it up on your toes, really make sure that you're not rocking it, right where I'm coming up. Hips facing towards the ground. There might be a little bit of movement. The stronger you are in that core, the less you'll find. And that comes with strength, right? That's building that strength. That control. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Down on our backs. That's how I lost this. In the first place, as we come to our chest fly. Like, where's this weight? Starting with my right arm this time. So my left hand here at the side and opening it up. Here we go. Away from the wall. Just straight up, so you're right in front of your chest. Open that straight to the side. I'm all over the place. Here we go. I'm like losing my mic, knocking into walls. Like what is going on? But I think it's a perfect example of sometimes we just get frustrated if things aren't going right? If we have disruptions. 3, 2, 1, other side. Maybe your phone's going off. Maybe you have this list of things you know you have to do, or there's different things or people vying for your attention, or just things aren't going as well in the movement as you anticipated. And it's easy for us to just be like, you know what, forget it, right? And just get so discouraged and let those things be a roadblock, and sometimes even an excuse into us just doing what we can. And this isn't perfect. My mic's a mess. I'm hitting the wall. I'm like, but we can still show up. 3, 2, 1, scissor kicks. So knowing that it can be a mess, it can be far below what you expected, but it's all progress. It's all worth celebrating. 3, I'm gonna put this under. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So just alternating that. Again, if you have to bring that higher, you have options. If you wanted to take it up a level, you can bring your feet up and down, right? Maybe you want to take it to that level. Shoulders on the ground. Really strong through the core. 3, 2, 1. Going into our single leg. I'm going to give you the option here. This is what I was thinking about during the warm-up. You can add a weight. So here I'm going to start with my right leg up and bent. I will put the dumbbell over my left hip as I press this up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I'm pressing up through that left heel. And this is 5 pounds. So adding this a little bit of weight, you're adding more resistance and upping the intensity of that move, right? You have the option. You don't have to. Like, I'm taking that off. 3, 2, 1, other side. But I'm going to do it on the other side a little bit because it needs to be evened out. It'll drive me nuts. Here we go. Up and down. Thinking of your pelvis, not just coming straight up, but kind of coming towards, like over your head, right? So it's just, I don't like to say tilt, but just to have an elongated spine instead of having it kind of torch. 3, 2, 1. A lot of cues there. I've told you this before. It's like take what you need when you need it. Another water break. Our last one. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna crank through this. My little tech issue just threw me a little bit behind the pace of where I wanted us to go. Because what I noticed from phase one into this phase is that the majority of you are loving, are loving the workouts 30 minutes or under, which I totally get. And so for me, I'm ramping up, like I want to up the level. Here we go. I'll talk as we do this. 3, 2, 1. I wanted to up the level by rounds and intensity, but obviously if I'm going to do it within the constraints of 30 minutes or less, it means we got to pace it a little bit quicker, which you may have noticed on Focus Power 10, right? On those cardio ones, you can really tell because I'm giving you like so few breaks and it's just go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. Grab the other weight into our lunge hammer curl. There we go. I'm concentrating. I'm not talking because I'm so concentrating on like literally my foot placement, my ankle, 3, my knees, all the things. 3, 2, 1. Upright extension. This is our last round. If you have to put down the weights for this round, it's okay. Shoulders down from the ears, even as you bring this up and out. 3, 2, 1. Down into our push-ups. It's our last set of push-ups. Oh yeah. Like, let me not be so close to the wall this time. 3, 2, 1, and explode through. Come on. It is the last round. It's okay if you have to take a pause, take a moment, but then get back at it. I know, trust me, I know I'm challenging you. We've worked all the things, but you got this. Come on, give me 3, 2, 1. Come up really quick. Shake it out, shake it out. Tell yourself, I got this. I can finish this. Now let's go. Shoulder tap. Here we go. And really lift it in the core. Don't let it sag. If you find that you're doing that, bring it up a little bit. I don't want you to compromise form. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So come back off of it if you need to. You can take this always up to the wall. You can take this to the chair if you need to. Come on. Finish it strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Onto our back. Come on. Let me come down. That wall is awfully close. In it. Chest fly. 3, 2, 1. Right out. The whole body just aligned, really grounded. And then you just have this one arm opening up, bringing this in, using your chest. Activate that. You're gonna feel this even through the arm, but it's a chest fly. 3, 2, 1, other side. and out. There we go. In. Again, it's just hovering over the floor, and then you're bringing it up so it doesn't come all the way down. 5 more seconds, and then we're going into scissor kicks. Last 2 moves are coming up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Scissor. And here we go. Yes. You guys know it's burning. I know. Again, if you have to bring it up, bring it up. Just don't give up. You can let up a little bit, but don't give up. There's a difference. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! I am adding the weight because I'm going for it. Here we go. Single leg and up and down. So I'm just securing it with my hand as I bring this foot up. Pressing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Ah, my legs are tired. Here we go, man. You're doing amazing. Don't quit. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. You did this. You did it. Bring it up. Take a sip of water. I do. Even though it's not cardio, your girl is still sweating. I'm like, awesome. Meet me on all fours here on the mat. So I'm like, we're down here. That's what I'm saying about me. I'm like, well, if we're already down here, we'll just kind of stay down here. Just kind of take a tabletop. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. You're gonna take a cat-cow. So bringing the heart through the arms, right? Still secure in the core, right? Because we want to protect our lower back, but bringing this in. You don't have to pull your head up. It's just looking straight ahead or slightly down about 3 inches in front of the mat. Exhale, we're gonna reverse that. And now you're gonna arch the back into our cat. Inhale, bring the chest through, so back into this cow. Exhale, into our cat. Now take this at your own pace. Go with the breath. Just inhale on the cow, exhale on the cat, but go at your own pace. Really, as you're in this cat, really feeling that stretch through each vertebrae. Getting some nice stretch through that core. 3, 2, 1, bring it into neutral. Now I want you to roll your hips in a clockwise motion. You're in, hopefully the security of the comfort of your own home or someplace where you feel like you can just move your hips, where it's a safe space. Just making big circles. I would say like a hula hoop, but I'm like terrible at hula hooping, so using that as a reference doesn't work for me. 3, 2, 1, reverse, counterclockwise. Literally just making this huge circle with our hips towards the ground, up towards the ceiling, but a nice big circle. Relax your neck. 3, 2, 1. Toes together, heels out, or knees out at the edges of the mat, or maybe even wider, and come into a child's pose. Stretch through that spine, so reaching your fingers forward, 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 reaching through. I feel a nice opening in my shoulders. all the way through my back, even in my side body, down through the core, even through my hips and lower back. Kind of just opening everything as I reach my fingertips, even maybe another inch or two forward. Maybe your forehead comes down to the mat, to the ground. Just release into this stretch. 3, 2, 1. Slowly walk that up, hands towards your body. Come back into tabletop, or even kind of just this child's pose leg. Because what we're gonna do is take our right hand, right, so I'm here. My right hand, I'm gonna bring through, is thread the needle. My palm comes up, it's facing upward through my left arm, and I kind of just turn a little bit here. It comes through, and then I gently come down onto the arm. Maybe I bring my chest kind of straight down towards the mat, and then I feel that stretch in my shoulder. You know, we did a lot of shoulder work, not only through the upright row, but then also through the plank and the push-up. So this is just giving you a little bit of a stretch here. Relax through. Maybe you sit back a little bit into that child's pose. 3, 2, 1. Slowly just unthread that. Then we're gonna do the other side. So left hand comes through, palm up, reaching through, and then gently lowering down. It's comfortable for me to come into kind of this child pose. Maybe for you, you could actually lay down on this position, like lay straight down on your belly with your arm underneath you if that's comfortable. You can come in more of like a tabletop with just a little bit of a lowering. I found that as I've played with it, I found something that works best for me, where I can actually feel the benefits of this stretch, but then also sit in it for, you know, at least a few breaths. You always want to find a position where at least you can be there for, I would say, 3 to 5 breaths. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. I'm gonna challenge you with this. I wasn't planning on doing this one either. Look at this. But from here, I'm gonna bring my left leg out, right? So I'm here. I'll turn my body a little bit. So I'm on my knee, I'm here. And then I'm just gonna sit back a little bit. And if you had, this is comfortable enough, these shoes are like so supported that it's barely letting me turn my ankle that way, but sitting back, feeling the stretch through my hamstring, through my thigh. And you don't have to come down as low. Like if it's here and you feel that, for me, I can just sit back a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring that up and then going to the other side. So just reaching out this right leg, right? So standing up, it could look like this. And maybe that's enough for you, like pushing that back. I actually still do feel this. But if you have it in your body, if you wanted to bring it down, like sit it back a little bit. Maybe it's reaching the hands forward. Honestly, I'm so notoriously tight on my hamstrings. I'm actually surprised this feels good today. That's just a nice stretch and a way that you can kind of stretch that here on the ground. 3, 2, 1. It is intense. That was intense. Oh my goodness. Focus power 11.3 total body. Oh my goodness. Y'all are rock stars. Wow, that was like such a ride, but you hung in there. I'm so thankful, grateful for you, and excited to keep on this journey. So I will see you next time. Awesome.